The goalpost, and Neptune will pick up another 2 points. Penalty flag is down. They might be out of ammunition. Nope, not yet.
I think they may have to go up to Earl if the game goes any further. And
it is a safety, and take a look at what happened.
Mr. Kick, it's blocked. Johnson picks it up right here and flips it out. It hits the goalpost and bounces back in. Of course, you got a few ways to look at that. Now, that's really not a bad move from a field position standpoint because you're giving up 2 points, but
4 minutes to play in the ball game. Neptune leads Asbury Park 44-0. Back with the final 4 after this. Neptune has certainly turned it around from a year ago when Asbury Park won this ball game 29-17. Neptune with the 44-0 lead, and now will receive the free kick following that safety. Gerald Perry kicks off. This will be Eskridge finding the handle at the 34. Eskridge back up near midfield.
stick there.
Return of 15 yards to the 49.
I see what I meant by they taking a safety like that. Of course, you know, the score is a little out of hand here, but the thing was they gave up 2 points so that they're at least able to kick off. Had they not done that, they would have given Neptune the ball on about the 6 or 7 yard line. You watch the stick right here at the end here. Big hit right there. I don't know whether we can get the number or not, but a nice stick.
Ed Lowe is still the quarterback, but White wrapping up what has been an outstanding high school career. Robbie White, the tailback, over 1,000 yards for this season. 6 touchdowns today, 11 touchdowns in his last 2 games as Neptune brings it home. Whistle stopped playing when we have a minute here with 3:12 left in the ball game. I just want to say, Glenn, it's been a pleasure working with you this season. Your expertise on really all the aspects of strategy, offense, and defense have really given us quite an insight to what goes on in a high school football game.
Thank you, Mark. How you doing? I've had a lot of fun doing this. This is great because, of course, you can come up here, you can second guess everybody, you can say, you know, pretty much anything you want. Not anything, but I've really enjoyed this. It's been a lot of fun, and you know, hopefully you guys might ask me back next year.
We also want to thank our TV 34 crew because they've been out here for all these games, good weather and bad, of course. And we really appreciate the job the cameramen have done. Great job. It's been a little chilly out here today, but not a bad day for a football game. A great way to wrap up the 1988 season. And that'll bring us down to the final 3:12 of this campaign. Robbie White breaking to the outside. Of course, when we say it's the end of the 1988 season, we're really talking about the TV 34 season. There is one more week of football in New Jersey High School play. December 3rd, the championship games in the NJSIAA playoffs will be contested. So if you've got a favorite team in the playoffs or just want to see some good football, plenty of action going on December 3rd. But this is it for these two teams as White carries for Neptune and still fighting for yardage down inside the Asbury Park 40. Neptune will win its 5th game of the season, and give John Amabile, its coach, another winning season. Asbury Park will finish off the year also at 5-4 for their coach Leroy Hayes. Asbury Park finishing up 5-4. We were glad this year to be able to add Asbury Park High School to our TV 34 lineup. The Blue Bishops now one of the teams we'll be covering on a regular basis as White breaks to the outside. He could be gone for number 7. He got it. Robbie White with a 35-yard run. 7 touchdowns on the day. I would have to say that this is probably the greatest performance we have had on TV 34 football in quite some time. 7 touchdowns for Robbie White, all on the ground, and now Caesar Dwyer will be in to try to keep up his perfect streak. He's 6 of 6 on extra points this afternoon, and Dwyer would like to make it 7 in a row right here. Snap is perfect, the hold is perfect, and the kick is up and good, and Neptune leads 51-0.
Well, he can't say anything right now because I think his hand's cramped up right now from flicking so many points up there, but
it's that same play for Robbie White where he takes the handoff from low, goes out to the right, and just cuts it up.
that same play. And again, you had that line doing a great job. The guards pulling out, kicking out the contained man. White bouncing in outside the Starwood, cutting it upfield, and then just going right down the sidelines with it, showing they could speed.
Neptune with a 51-0 lead. John Amabile and his club on the sidelines, a performance that they will remember for a long time. Not only Robbie White 7 touchdowns, but the way they played defense today, pressuring Asbury Park the entire game and never letting up. That's not Robbie White, but
There's a runaway train coming up there, and that's about what he's been like today, Mark.
that's exactly right. Knuckleball kicked down the middle. It's fumbled and now picked up by Morano, who goes to the ground at the 38 with 2 minutes and 7 seconds to play. Long afternoon for the Blue Bishops. Robbie White, 7 touchdowns today.
I'd like to see what his yardage is today. That's because other than he's had a couple of nice long runs.
His touchdowns have been on runs of three touchdowns came on 1-yard runs, and then he scored on runs of 73, 24, and 35. So you're looking at 108, 132, 135 just on the touchdown runs.
And you've got to think that on all the other runs, I mean, he was picking up 6, 7, 8 yards a carry, and they've run over a lot of plays.
Timeout called on the field with 1 minute 32 seconds to play.
Now we'll be able to bring in his second unit.
Neptune band still in a good mood. They've been enjoying this one right from the opening quarter when White put them on the board and has exploded ever since. Asbury Park coach Leroy Hayes, his team is still going to come out of this 1988 season with a share of the Shore Conference C Division Championship. They share that with Homedale. This game, of course, an interdivisional matchup, so the Blue Bishops pick up a piece of the C Division title.
For 32.
That is Dennis Foster. As we wind down to the end of this ball game. Leroy Hayes on the sidelines as Asbury Park's head coach. 20 years ago, he was playing in this ball game right here on this field. A lot of tradition between these two teams. As Foster carries again.
I was just talking with the Neptune cameraman before about it right behind us, and he was discussing that he had gone to Asbury and played. He said this field was always cold. He said even way back in the 50s when he was playing.
Asbury Park press reporter Tony Graham in the middle of your screen. Still trying to add up all the numbers from this one. Tony on hand for this traditional battle as Morano swarmed under by the Neptune defense. That may be the final play in the game. There's 15 seconds left, and I'm not so sure if Asbury Park is going to run another play right here as the clock ticks down to 9 seconds. 7 touchdowns today for Neptune tailback Robbie White in a game they'll remember for a long time. And this series between these two great rivals, that is the final score. They fire the cannon one more time as Neptune puts the wrap on a 5-win, 4-loss season. 7 touchdowns for Robbie White to go along with a safety. 51-0 victory. And you saw some great sportsmanship there.
I was just going to say, I was hoping that the cameras that were on that even after a game like this at 51-0 like that, and a well-played ball game by both teams, but not indicative of a score like that, to see the kids embrace after the game like that, shaking hands and really showing the kinds of friendship that grow from football and athletics like this is a great thing to see.
Teams shaking hands at midfield. Of course, a lot of the players, good friends off the field and great hard competitors on the field. Final score of this ball game, 51-0. Cold morning. It's now turning into a beautiful Thanksgiving afternoon. We're glad we were able to bring you this game, as well as the rest of our TV 34 football coverage this season. It's been a terrific season, and it ends on a great note as Robbie White scores 7 touchdowns to lead Neptune to a 51-0 victory over Asbury Park. Once again, we thank Glenn Davis for his fine work during this season, and our intrepid crew, which was out in all kinds of weather, helping us bring you high school football from the Jersey Shore. Final score again today, 51-0. Neptune wins it. For Glenn Davis, I'm Mark Rossman. Thanks for watching. This has been a TV 34 Sports presentation.